Pantone's Color of the Year, which I don't want to spoil it, but it's Mocha Mousse. And
Sure
we're going
is.
to
It
dive into it.
sure is.
And
Sure
we're going
is.
to
It
dive into it.
sure is.
If you haven't been here before and you're new to Art and Inquiry or you've been living under a rock, welcome. We're happy to have you. Just to give you an idea of what we do, we go through different topics every single month. Around those, we discuss what that means to us, what that means to the art world, and what that means to everyday people. And then we have some artist prompts to help, I guess, spur some creativity. And then this one, we actually have a special challenge as well. So we'll dive into this topic and have a blast. So Catalyst has done a lot of research on this amazing color known as Mocha Mousse. And don't get confused, even though a mousse can be brown, it's not a mousse like the animal. That threw me off. I'm not gonna lie. I'm like, all right, we're getting wild here, literally. You need to be a mousse in a cup of coffee. Like I'm here for it. Like a chocolate mousse. But no, we're getting decadent.
There isn't one in there, just in case you're.
Well, no, it's isn't there something that you can predict your future by looking at coffee grounds or the
Tea
tea
leaves for
leaves?
sure. Tea leaves for sure. I don't know about
Yeah.
coffee grounds, although that's very American. Like that's a very American sort of thing.
Right. Yeah. See, I don't drink a whole lot of tea. I love green tea, but I'm into the coffee grounds because they're always in the bottom of my cup. So I'm kind of curious on like what your thoughts are with this color. I mean, I know that you said you're not as enthused about it, but it's growing on you. I guess, like, does it inspire anything from a creative perspective for you?
To be honest, it's inspired a lot of things. I'm finding it popping up everywhere, which is wild. Most recently, it's just everywhere I'm looking. It's just all I can see. Like I kind of want a camel colored like trench coat. You know what I mean? I do. I kind of want it, but that's not my vibes. Like, do you see this?
No, no, it like it would not match if you told
My
me.
aesthetic at all is not that.
Yeah.
It is
Hmm.
inspiring me though, and
Hmm.
because I want to make it work. Like, I want to see it in action on me and how I would do it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And what I chose to do for our project, we both did a little project with using the Pantone Color of the Year. And what I chose to do for our project was a Sims build, but I really shot myself in the foot with that because you can't pick colors in the Sims. Like you can't like there's no color slider in the Sims 4, right? There
Mm.
was in the Sims 3, but there's none in the Sims 4. You're relying on like what exists in the game. There was enough. It's okay. The build is kind of all right. I did like it. Um, but it frustrated me because it's such it was a but that inspired me. Do you see what I'm saying? Like it frustrated me,
Hmm.
that inspired me because I was like,
So it
no,
was
no,
like a
no.
good challenge, right? Like it
Yes,
made it more difficult, frustrating, but typically when you get in that situation, that brings out the best in you because you were trying to overcome some adversity.
exactly, exactly, exactly.
Conflict creates art,
And
100%.
I still want to make this work. Like I still want to make fetch work in this case. Do you know what I mean? Like I still want to play around more with Mocha Mousse and make it work. And I mean I also want you guys to do it. Like I want us all to
Mhm.
do it because that's what we're here for.
Yeah, so, I mean, for mine, I instantly had to figure out what is the hex code for this color. And then I had to figure out what colors are going to look good. So I did create a small Procreate color palette, and then I whipped up something in Procreate that, of course, has coffee involved because the name Mocha Mousse just makes me think of ordering something at a coffee shop. So
For
I
sure.
can include, make sure you guys have the palette as well if you want the digital version of it. Close as you can get, of course, because it can't be exact, but it's pretty close. And then I have a few other colors that complement it. So I will say though, working with the color, like when I was looking at the blank canvas, it didn't instantly make me feel like excited.
Yeah.
I just kind of felt like, okay, I'm just going to do a cup of coffee, and then I'm trying to think of like what can I do to pull color in, but I didn't want to overshadow the Mocha Mousse, and that's where I struggled a little bit because I feel like I ended up making it very bland. Like the whole thing is very bland because it's all Mocha Mousse. That is hands down the star of it. But I
Everyone
don't
else
know
did
that
too.
this color can be a star in the same way that I'm used to. Like, if you give me the color blue, I'd probably put it against something else that contrasts it and makes it pop. Whereas this one, I don't really think there's a whole lot of ways you can make it pop. It can make other things pop.
I don't think it's designed to pop, though.
Yeah.
I really
Oh,
don't.
yeah, I guess that is the point, right? Like, that's what
I
they
don't think it's
said for the
designed to pop.
description.
I think it's designed to chill. I think it's designed to calm everything the down. I think that's the point. Like it's supposed to.
Yeah.
We're supposed to be like. It's supposed to be like you know, beautiful brown.
I've never used those two words together.
I mean, there's a lot to be said for the color brown. There actually is. In terms of design, like, I mean, uh, I don't know. I'm reaching here. I know I am, but it's not a color that I've ever thought about that much. But I think that that's what makes it so fascinating. I think that's what makes it
Yeah.
so interesting because I don't think it's a color well, that's not really true. I was going to say I don't think it's a color that most people have thought of, but actually that's not really true because a lot of people were excited about it. There was an overwhelming sense of meh, but then when I looked deeper, there was an equal amount of voices that were like, "Yay!" It's just they weren't the one that wasn't the conflict, that wasn't the controversy, so it wasn't what was being shown as much. Do you know what I mean? Like
It is different though, too, even from the previous colors of the year. I'm not saying that all the other
oh, for sure,
colors were the same because they aren't. They're all different. But I feel like almost the vibe of this completely is
it
different.
is. It is. It kind of makes me wonder if I don't know, like because they talk about being the zeitgeist, and there's a lot going on in the world. You know what I mean? And everything that's going on in the world is very, very chaotic. And
Mm.
it's almost like a react. It's almost like an overreaction. You know what I mean? Like
Mm.
it's almost like okay, no, we have to be calm. We have to be muted. We have to
Like
be.
trying to balance it.
Mhm,
Yeah.
mhm.
Okay. I can see
And
that.
and to that end, honestly, yes. If we can bring more harmony and unity, and if we can bring more balance and groundedness to the world, I'm here for it. So to
Yeah.
that end, I'm here for it. I guess
So
we'll
that
see.
maybe we should make more things with Mocha Mousse.
I mean, maybe we should.
We need some help. Can you
We're
guys
gonna
help
get some
us?
help. Please help us because we've been doing this for a minute here. We're gonna need you.
Make something with Mocha Mousse.
Please.
Show it to us. Post it. Tag us. Share your Mocha Mousse. It could be anything. We'll play word association even. I mean, like, what do you look at? When you look at the color, what do you think of? Is it a mousse? Is it a paper bag?
I also want to know, and this is very important to me because I'm seeing this everywhere. But that makes sense because I've been deep diving it. Now that you've watched this video, have you seen this color? Are you seeing it now? Let us know on our socials. We're gonna give you the links to tag us. Tag us in our socials using it's gonna be Art Ink Find, right? Yeah.
Art
Like
Ink
Art Ink
Find.
Find.
Yeah.
I want to know if you are starting to see this everywhere because I know I am, but that makes sense. That's the way algorithms work. So I want to hear from you.
So you can basically wear your Mocha Mousse trench coat,
Hmm.
play an investigator in this I Spy game, and find things that are Mocha Mousse.
Please
Then
say
you
that shit.
post it and you tag Art Inc. Find, and then we'll be able to see it. That'd be pretty cool,
It
actually.
would.
And then, honestly, I'd say the best benefit is Catalyst won't feel alone anymore. Because at
Please.
this point, she's a little worried that
I
all
know.
she's seeing is Mocha Mousse
It is.
everywhere.
Literally
Like,
everywhere. But
everywhere.
not just because of algorithms, like not just on the internet. I've actually been seeing it all the time in real life, like everywhere. Like people are wearing Mocha Mousse trench coats or jackets and whatever, and people are just wearing like I saw a woman who came into my store that was wearing a head to toe Mocha Mousse outfit, and I was like, "Are you doing that because it's Mocha Mousse? Do you know?
Is this
Do you know?"
Minority Report? It's Minority Report or something? Like,
Yeah.
how?
I was like, "Do you know?"
How?
But I didn't ask her. I should have actually. I wish I did. Like I thought to do like a man on the street type thing, but it was just not the way that that day was going. But if the next person I see, I might take them aside and ask them because
Oh
I
my
need to
goodness.
know. I need to know if people are as influenced by this as they seem to be.
All right. So Arding Find for anything Mocha Mousse that you find. It could be digital, it could be physical, it could be a picture, anything that you find. And then
Not
that'll
anything. Don't
hopefully
don't send us piles of poo. Don't send us files.
Yeah, no, no poo though. No, everyone knows what that looks like. A cute emoji once, and then that's it. If you
Okay.
want to throw an emoji in there, totally fine with that.
Yeah, yeah. You
We're
can use
on
the poo
a
emoji. One person gets that one time, and then we're cutting you
one
off.
time, one time. Yeah. So that'll hopefully help Catalyst get some sleep. And then
Yes.
me, I'm curious about what you create with Mocha Mousse. And this is where the fun part comes in because it can be whatever that you want. I mean, as we know, art takes many forms and it doesn't matter if it's digital, physical, traditional, non-traditional, all those other words, something with Mocha Mousse. And then post it, tag us, Art Inc. Me. And that'll be the ongoing every time we do an artist prompt, Art Inc. Me. So that way you'll show up in our Blue Sky feed. So other people can also see kind of what you're creating and you can share it with our collaborative community.
And this will be a way of finding our tribe. I can't
Find
wait.
us.
I can't wait. I
You
honestly,
find you, you find us.
yeah. Art Inc. Me right now.
Art Inc. Me with a Q, like the whole inquiry thing. Get it?
Yeah. See.
See what we did there?
We
We're
might
so
have thought this through.
smart.
We might have thought
All
this through.
right, so we're going to post what we created on social too. We'll also include it in the show notes that are linked in the description.
That's
So
right.
there's tons more to keep reading, keep learning, and I'm super curious to hear kind of your thoughts to the different things that we've talked about today as well. Any of the parts, let us know in the comments, connect with us, and we're really curious to hear what you have to say about Mocha Mousse, the 2025 Pantone Color of the Year.
Nice. I like it. I mean,
Yeah.
wow. That's the color of the year.
All right. So tell us, what do you think of the color of the year, this Mocha Mousse? Meh or oh yeah? We want to know. Tell us on social. Don't forget to post, tag us. What do you find that's Mocha Mousse? Art Inc. Find. And what do you create with Mocha Mousse? Art Inc. Me. And with that, I'm Mela,
I'm Kat.
and this is Art Inquiry.
Bye for now.